they should have had a mic stand there for you to film. And I know they had two labs there, they had two labs there,
If they have a mic stand, no problem. I had to go and sit down, hold my mic in my hand, and I ain't got one.
Yeah, but yeah, when the minister, yo.
I go, but they
The
don't have
minister,
two mics.
huh?
They don't have two mics.
They have two mics.
That because he's got one here.
Yeah, one have to stay here. But you should be back just now. Okay.
we're waiting for once they line up, we're gonna start. No, yeah. You look nice. Sit on this side over here. Yeah, so this side is for the naar de zang zijn maar dat deed met de lijn weer. Đường phải được không? Đường phải đúng không? Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. We are about to start shortly. We thank you for your patience. We know you were here on time, and our sincerest apologies. Some house rules as we begin. Please put all phones on silent or vibrate. Thank you. And once we are about to begin, are we ready? I think our graduates are excited and they're not lined up quite yet. In the meantime, in between time, I'm not going to sing for you tonight. We're going to have Pan continue to entertain us for a few. Thank you.
You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitation. You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitating. You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment.
Honorable Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓, esteemed members of the Supervisory Board of NIPA, SG of the 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓, Ms. Sharmina Powell, management of NIPA, invited guests, family and friends, graduates, good evening. It is my pleasure and an honor to welcome you here this evening to NIPA's Commencement Ceremony 2022. I now request you to please stand for the processional as we welcome our graduates, and to please remain standing for the St. Maarten song and the invocation. I will give you an indication when you may sit. At this moment, please help me welcome our 2022 graduates as they enter the hall. Let's hear it for our graduates. And now, I ask your attention for the St. Maarten song performed by Sweet Pan Entertainment. Thank you. And now we'll have Mrs. Clara Curiel to do the invocation.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. May you bow our heads in prayer, please. Dear Heavenly Father, first of all, we want to thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you that we are all here together. Father, we're thanking you for our graduates, oh Lord. God, they've reached another milestone in their journey, oh God. And Father, they're looking forward to new beginnings, oh God. Lord, Father, this evening we are thanking you, oh God, for all that will take place here, oh God. That we'll do everything, oh God, and have a good time, oh Lord, rejoicing, oh God, with our graduates. And we thank you, oh God. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Mrs. Clara Curiel. You may be seated. Some of the graduates, they were like, oh God. At this time, I would like to call to the podium to give the welcome address, Engineer Sergio Blamont, Director at the NIPA.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. There we go. Protocol already having been established, I would like to hereby welcome each and every one of you to this graduation ceremony of our class of 2022. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate the NIPA's graduating class of 2022. As I always say, this is one of the best parts of my job, to participate in this joyful, momentous occasion. This day is about you, the graduates, and what you've achieved through hard work, determination, and moments of creative inspiration. Graduation is a time to celebrate and imagine your future as well as the world to come. When you think of the road ahead, you may gain perspective by looking back to where you've been. I hope that when you do look back on your time here at NIPA, you will do so with fondness, and that when you look ahead, you will see NIPA as part of your future. You will always be welcome here, and we look forward to hearing about your personal and professional achievements as you build on the foundation provided by your NIPA degree. We also hope to continue to engage with you as alumni as you travel and forward to new adventures, as you begin a new stage in your life, you can be confident that you can and will make a difference. Because just like the NIPA graduates who have gone before you, you possess the knowledge and skills that are conferred by an excellent education. I know that each and every one of you has the capacity and skills to succeed and make our country a better place. I was told to keep it short because we started late. Again, our apologies. But before I wrap it up here, I want to leave you guys with a story that I found online. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find the author of the story, so I don't have anyone to give credit to. But it's a story about a father and a daughter, and they were coming home from a revival one night. And the father decided to let the daughter drive. She was his assistant, if you will. And while they were driving home, a bad storm broke out. And the daughter, being a new driver, she got a little bit scared. And she looked over at her father and she said, "Daddy, you think we should pull over?" And the father said, "No, baby, just keep on driving." So she kept on driving. But the storm had gotten worse. She looked over at her father. She was scared. She said, "Daddy, are you sure? You sure you don't want me to pull over?" The father said, No, baby, just keep on driving." So she did. But then the storm had gotten so bad that the daughter could barely see an inch in front of her face. Other cars started pulling over. 18-wheelers started pulling over. And the daughter looked over at her father. She was terrified. She had the fear in her face. And she said, "Dad." And the dad just looked at her and said, "Keep on going." This story touched me because I had a similar experience when I was back in Europe as a student growing up. Driving home one day and a snowstorm broke out. So eventually, they made it through the storm. And the father said, "Okay, baby, now you can pull the car over." So she pulls over the car. She has a grin on her face. And she looks at her father and says, "Okay, Daddy, I know why you wanted me to pull the car over." So the father said, "Why is that, baby?" She said, "You want me to thank God for bringing us through the storm." The father smiled back and said, "Yeah, baby, that's it. But there's another lesson I want you to learn here today." She said, "I don't understand. We're out of the storm. We're safe." She said, "Well," the father said, "Well, get out of the car. I'll show you." So they got out of the car, and the father told the daughter, "Look around. Look back. What do you see?" The daughter replied, "I see the storm." And the father said, No, that's not all you see. Tell me what you see. What else do you see?" The daughter said, "I don't understand." And then the father said, "You see, where are all those cars that pulled over in the storm? Where's the 18-wheeler that pulled over in the storm?" She said, "Oh, I get it now. You see, when you pull over in the storm, when you pull over, you make the storm last longer. But if you just keep on going, and if you keep moving ahead, keep believing that it's possible, keep your hope, keep your faith, and most importantly, keep your prayers, then you will get through your storm." Class of 2022, I want to congratulate you guys once again, and my very best wishes to each and every one of you. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blamont, for that speech and that inspiring story. Wow, students, just know that you're going to encounter many storms in your journey. What you got to do, keep going. I'm sure at NIPA you encountered many storms. Some of you wanted to, yes, Kimani, you did, right? Some of you probably wanted to just drop out. But you persevered and you're here today. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good? You're here with your fellow graduates to receive your reward for perseverance. Thank you. And now I want to welcome to the stage the Honorable Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, the Honorable Dr. Rudolph Samuel.
Good evening. A wonderful evening it is. A very wonderful evening. And I want to ask all the graduates to please stand. All the graduates to please stand. Turn and face the crowd. So, when you face the crowd, you are looking at the persons who have assisted you in one way or the other to reach here today where you are. You're looking at the management and staff of NIPA. You're looking at your parents, your friends, your loved ones, and your supporters. And all I would like you to do is to give them a round of applause for assisting you for where you reached today. That is a way to say thank you. So you can take your seat. When I look in the group of graduates, I can see by the faces that we have different ages, different groups, women and men that have done their best to be here today. It means that in the group you have three major separations. One, you have graduates that will continue on probably with NIPA, graduates that would leave and go into the workforce, and you have graduates that would leave to go on to study in another country. I don't believe that there are persons sitting here that will graduate and just go home and sit down and do nothing. But graduating from NIPA has, it really have a couple of things with it. One, you have completed the secondary school and you realize you cannot go back secondary school. So now you also know you cannot go back to this class, you would have to move on to something else in life. Graduating from NIPA also means that you probably would have started life before. You probably is a parent and you are doing something to better your life. Graduating from NIPA is not easy, but all the things that you have learned have prepared you for the new beginning. to move on to another step in life. And as I stand here, I want to remind you that you will not get anything without doing anything for it. So in order to get that salary that you're looking for, that big car, that house, that family, you will have to work for it. It does not come by mistake. It does not come just like that. One of the things you need to realize is that the most valuable asset St. Maarten has is you. It's human capital. The people that work in the banks, the people that work in construction, the people that work in stores, the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, whichever field you go into, you are an asset of St. Maarten. When you go to a restaurant, the person that is serving you is an asset. So you too is an asset. And then St. Maarten is as good as we all, the assets, behave. So the better service you give, the better you do your work, the better St. Maarten would be. What will I tell you? I have noticed that a lot of persons go to work tired because they stay up too late at night. When you go to work tired and the boss talks to you, you get upset very fast. When you go to work tired, the next day you cannot pay attention in school for those who are going to continue. So my advice to you is to make sure whatever you do, try and get a good night rest. The cellular phone, try to put it down. Try to put it down at night and get a good night rest. I want to congratulate you. I know it's late. I want to wish you strength. I want to tell you, and I tell a lot of people, behave like the moon and the sun. The moon and the sun is never late. And it doesn't matter how upset they are, they still do their work. The sun still shines. Whether they feel upset or not, the sun still come out and shine, and always on time. And those of you that is going out in the workforce, do a little bit more than the boss asks you to do. Do a little bit more than the boss asks you to do. To the parents, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your time and your dedication and your assistance, and your investment have paid off. Yes or no? Give them a round of applause. To NIPA, a job well done. I know it takes a lot. There's sometimes a challenge, but I know you too, NIPA, you're up to the challenge. So thank you and congratulations to class of 2022. May God bless you.
Thank you, Minister. At this moment, I would like to call on stage one of NIPA's stakeholders to give his congratulatory remarks. And I would like to call on Mr. Jaco Burst, the Financial Controller of Ballast Nedam.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me on stage over here. I really appreciate all the work what NIPA has done, and I would like to congratulate all the students of class 2022 and with their achievements. It does me very well because I work for Ballast Nedam, and I see a couple of students over here who has been working on the airport. But it's not enough. We need more. Yeah? So in that case, we have not heard too much from the airport project. We will look person for drywall. Our main subcontractor is 𝒂𝒄. They look electricians. So I see more persons over here. Hospitality we will need. So you will see soon, we will make some advertising because we were only in the building up phase, dismantling phase. Soon we will start the building up. So please apply. It's only one of the steps. Yeah? Make your step better. I hope to see you also with us. Okay?
Thank you. You heard that? Wow, that's interesting. So, at this time, I would like to call to the stage to give his remarks the Vice President of the Supervisory Board of NIPA, Mr. Elroy Hughes.
Protocol have already been established. Good evening, everyone. This evening should be extremely, extremely exciting for most of you, especially the graduates, right? Am I correct? Some more. Can I have more? You don't see, you're not convincing me. Right, but it's an honor for me to be here this evening. And I bring congratulatory on behalf of the NIPA Supervisory Board. While putting this presentation, this speech together, and I try to find as much excited words I can say to each and every one of you about your graduation this evening. Talk about all the challenges you've experienced over the last few years, including COVID-19, the pandemic, and many of the other challenges you've experienced. But regardless of those challenges, you continue to persevere. You challenge yourself. You decided that I'm going to win. I have a dream, and that dream becomes mine. And this evening is a demonstration of you accomplishing what you've dreamed. NIPA is proud to be part of that dream and will continue to be part of that dream if you allow us to. With all the new programs that are planned, we invite you to continue to further your studies at the NIPA if you're not traveling overseas or not going to the workforce. But at the same time, take advantage of the opportunities that NIPA offer you. This evening, the presentation before me is some of the things that NIPA is offering you, where stakeholders get the opportunity to experience and see some of our best candidates who's going to be going out in the workforce. And they're going to take advantage of that to grab all of the best talents. And you're one of those talents. And I'm talking not only to the youngsters, but I'm also talking about persons who've already reached a certain age. No offense, but you are an example of what it means to dream and dream big. You're a winner. So congratulate yourself this evening by giving yourself a round of applause. In order for you to achieve your dreams this evening, there are a lot of people that played the role this evening in order to help you achieve your goals. That include the staff of NIPA, the managing board. I would like to thank the managing board for all the work that they've done over the last few years in order to see to it that you've gotten to this point this evening. And to the staff of NIPA, I'd like to also congratulate you. Please give them a round of applause. The Supervisory Board of NIPA continue to ask for a whole lot from the staff and management of NIPA. And this evening is part of the examples and proof of what NIPA can produce. Some of St. Maarten's resilience is this evening is a demonstration of the resilience of St. Maarten and what St. Maarten can produce. So on behalf of the NIPA board, supervisory board, I salute you with success. You've met this challenge. Your new challenge is to continue stretching and extending your ability and continue to be winners. But winners doesn't settle for less. So I challenge you. Challenge yourself to be the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes, for that speech on behalf of the supervisory board. You decided that you are going to win, and thank you for choosing NIPA. Yes, at this moment, now we're going to have our keynote address by someone that I consider an inspiration, someone that I think that a lot of you, not that I think, I know that a lot of you are familiar with. Tonight, he's not here to sing or to perform, but he's here to share words of inspiration and encouragement with you. Help me welcome to the podium Darren Hodge, King Verse.
Thank you. Well, I find that song, but good evening. Y'all better wake up. Good evening. Thank you very much. With protocol having been established, I go by the name of King Verse, but my mom named me Darren Hodge. And first of all, I want to say congratulations to you. You did it. Let me hear you say, I did it. A little louder. I did. All right. Let me tell you why you did it. Because you had to wake up every single morning or in the evening or during those school hours and make it and walk into that building and decide that, you know what, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to pay attention, I'm going to face challenges, but I'm going to study hard and I'm going to make something of myself. Give yourself a round of applause for that. I can already tell that you guys are a resilient bunch. I don't know how long you do the NIPA courses for exactly, right? Like 2, 3 years, 1 year, 1 and 2 years? All right, so most of you probably made it through the pandemic, correct? It was challenging, you probably had to do virtual, you took a time off, but you did it. I want to encourage you guys that what now, as the theme suggests, it's a new beginning. For those of you that are about to enter the workforce, enter it with an open mind. Enter it determined to become the managers, the directors, the entrepreneurs. Do not settle. Do not settle. Too much of us get too comfortable in a position because, you know, the money, it's aight, and you find a lot of people that go to work miserable. People hate Mondays and love Fridays. So you only living for the weekend. I could tell you that's a miserable life to live. Some days I don't even know what day of the week it is because I don't keep track. I keep track of my appointments. I keep track of my goals and my milestones. That's all I keep track of. I keep track of the people that make me happy, the loved ones, my son. I keep track of my achievements. The failures, side. That's life. We fail. Remember the first time? Well, you probably won't remember. But when you were a baby, that first time you try to take that 1, 2, you take 1, 2 steps, boop, you fall. But you got up. And you take 3 steps, boop, you fall. But you get up again. And I want you guys to have that resilience of a little baby. You know how many times we skin up ourselves? You know how many times they say, don't do that. Take it out your mouth. And it's still in your mouth. But we lose some of that. As we age, as we get older, you know, as we cut style, you understand? As we're trying to be cool, we lose a little bit of that trying, of that, let me be a hard-headed individual and keep going towards my goals. But you guys did it. Once again, I don't want you guys to settle for anything. You could be in a position today, you can go through some hard times. I'm not going to sit up here and fool you guys and let you know that, hey, it's going to be peaches and cream, it's a smooth sail. No, it's not. You're going to have challenges. I remember the first time I had a little summer job, I was like, yo, this job sucks. But I went every day, and when I got my paycheck, I was like, yo, this job ain't too bad. I got a little money, right? But I learned. And that is every single step that you take is a learning step. My first job, when I would say an official job, I worked at PJD2. I just happened to drop in the position. And every day I learned a little bit. And Mr. Don Hughes told me something that I would never forget. He said, be indispensable. I couldn't figure it out because like what that word mean, I had to go look it up. Basically, the word lets you know that you have to make yourself so important that they can't do the job can't function without you, basically. You're the most important component for that job. All right? So I want each and every one of y'all, whatever field that you're going into, approach it with excellence, set the highest standard, accept no mediocrity, zero. You don't have no space for that. You've been going through this life, you've been facing challenges, you've been overcoming everything that has been thrown your way. Hurricane, pandemic, relationships, you name it, you overcome it, right? Right? And this is life. For many of you, I can see the younger faces, I can see, a little older faces, but let me tell you, life goes on, and life is beautiful. And for the younger ones, you might think, yeah, I got my whole life ahead. Hopefully you do, because nobody knows the end of the road, just being real. But every single day I want you to wake up, and this goes for every single one of you guys. I want you to wake up with a purpose. Don't just get up for getting up saying, I gotta go to this job. Nah, don't live your life like that. I don't want you guys to live the I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda type of life. I don't live that life. I work for myself. Some days I don't feel like doing something and I say I'm going to the beach. And guess who calling me? Nobody. Guess who I answer to? Nobody. But that's my road. But I had to face my challenges. I failed. I got my butt kicked on stage already. And you know what I did? Next year I said, I'm coming back. And I prepared. And I got ready. And then they couldn't beat me again. Because I prepared. Preparation is key. You can't just jump out there and go into the world and be like, yo, already, and you haven't done your homework. You guys have to do your homework to get where you at, right? To get to this day, right? You have to study. Whichever field that you're going into, approach it with the highest standard. Do not take it as a joke. Life passes fast. Just the other day, I was changing diapers. Today, my son answering me back. It goes that fast. And life travels fast. But do not look at life as like Monday and then Friday. It's milestones. It's achievements. It's goals. Make sure that you surround yourself with the right people, positive individuals, and it doesn't matter where you come from. I came from I wouldn't say a horrible place, but I came from a challenging place. Yet here I am. And every day I had to wake up and go to school with a smile on my face and basically, tell a lie to everybody that, I'm good, man. All things at home, perfect. Yeah, things good. But things wasn't good. But that was me. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for advice. That's our problem, especially the men. Us men, we grow up, we got to be tough, right? Suck it up, right? That is a fault. Sometimes it's difficult to carry all the weight on your shoulder. Being a man is being able to just say, you know what, I need a little help in this department, and what assistance can you give me? Do not be afraid to offer your services for free sometimes. Sometimes you got to do the job for free just to learn, just to be there, just to sponge it all up. Never stop learning, never stop being a sponge, and attack the world. If you're ready to go pursue studies abroad, do it. Jump on a plane, see the world. I love St. Maarten, but there's a huge world out there that I want you guys to experience and see. And if you can't do that, then make this the best place for yourself. Do not settle. Do not let anybody deter you from your road, your dreams, your aspirations. You're going to always have somebody that's going to say, you can't be no businessman or businesswoman. Why? Because you can't be it? Don't let somebody else's limitations become yours. Please, do not. Once again, I want to congratulate you guys. Remember this, life is a series of never-ending emotions. This goes for every single body in this room. Life is a series of never-ending emotions, meaning that every single day we face a different set of emotions. We're happy, we're sad, we're angry. Some we can control, some we cannot. You must feel sadness if somebody breaks your heart or if a loved one dies. You must, because that's a part of you that you will never maybe have again. The other emotions you can possibly control. If I know that over here by the pan man, he does get me frustrated and vexed, I ain't going by the pan man. Me and the pan man cool, just letting now you know, okay? Just drawing a reference. But it's just to show you guys that we have a choice, and choices are very important. We have a choice as to where I want to put my energy. Where do I want to spend my time? Is it happiness on this side? Then I'm going over here. If it's anger over here, then I'm not going over there. And I want you guys to keep that in mind at all times. Life is a series of never-ending emotions. Choose the best ones. Once again, class of 2022, congratulations. That's been my time. Thank you guys for having me, NIPA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, King Verse. I was hoping we would have gotten the AA. All right. So we're at a very interesting time where we're going to have the nurse's oath. I would like to call on stage at this point the adjunct director, Ms. Damali Bryson.
Good evening, everyone. Before I ask these lovely ladies of the LPN and RN program on the stage, I'd like to give a little bit of an explanation about what is about to happen. We're going to have the nurses say the oath. Though it's not a legally significant oath, it is important because it helps to remind my colleagues, my future colleagues, or my colleagues right now, since you're all graduated, about what it is to be a nurse. And it's always a good thing to say it in front of a crowd like this, because not only will it help us to be held accountable, but you, when you encounter us in a setting like a hospital or a White and Yellow Cross or a MHF, that you know, hey, you are supposed to be held up to a particular standard. This oath was originally written in 1893 by a nursing student who graduated with honors. Her name was 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. And it has been adapted several times since then. So I'm going to have them recite a modernized version. The language has been updated, so it's going to be a little bit more modern, not so antiquated as before. So I would like to ask the graduating LPN and RN students to the stage. I'd like to start with Zavine Ford, Shari Maduro, Jacqueline Crossfield, Shaniqua Eduardo, Francesca Ruan, Maurice Avril, Chantal Shillingford. I'd also like to ask my colleague to assist me with pinning the nurses as well. Don't they look lovely in their white? We have my colleagues, part of the nursing faculty. We have Ms. Valone Adams and Ms. Zinara Didier Bailey. So as they are getting ready to receive their pins, all nurses upon graduation receive a pin that has a number on it. And you're going to wear this with pride. You can wear it on your uniform or when there's a special occasion like Nurses Day, which is May 8th. So go ahead and do that. Now, these nurses have gone through several trials. If anybody knows, nursing school is a storm on its own. Those who know, know. And they have weathered that storm with grace. And I hope they carry that grace with them as they exercise their profession. So once everyone is pinned, I'll recite a sentence and then you repeat after me. All right. Please repeat after me. Oh, they're asking you for the picture to scoot up a little bit. Everyone ready? All right. Before God and those assembled here, I solemnly pledge to adhere to the code of ethics of the nursing profession, to cooperate faithfully with the other members of the nursing team, and to carry out faithfully and to the best of my ability the instructions of the physician or nurse who may be assigned to supervise my work. Let's try that one again. The instructions of the physician or the nurse who may be assigned to supervise my work. I will not do anything evil or malicious, and I will not knowingly give any harmful drug or assist in malpractice. I will not reveal any confidential information that may come to my knowledge in the course of my work. And I pledge myself to do all in my power to raise the standards and prestige of the nurse. May my life be devoted to service and to the high ideals of the nursing profession. Welcome to the club.
Please remain on stage. And at this time, we're going to begin with the distribution of the diplomas. And I would like to call on stage the directors of NIPA, Mr. Blamont and Mr. Deshaun David. You can stand next to the, so they will come and receive, and then walk down this way as we call them. Yep, okay, I'll start with the back. Okay, we will start with LPN. And the valedictorian of the LPN group, Zavine Ford. Tashika Berry. Jacqueline Crossfield. Shaniqua Eduardo. Shari Maduro. Bianca Maarten. Francesca Ruan. Avril Maurice. RNs. These are the two RNs that are graduating. And Chantal Schillingford. And she's the valedictorian of the RN group. We're going over now to Hospitality Year 1. And we'd like to call forward the valedictorian for Hospitality, Ashley Howard. Demori Flanders. Oops. Oh Lord. Put it on, take your time. It's okay. Take your time. Kevon Kanegiter. Tyrone Hodge.
Okay,
Now we will continue with Culinary Year 1. And the valedictorian for Culinary, Janibal Leifrok. We will continue with Alina Boyko. Moniz Lapomarede. I know I butchered that one. I'm not sure if this is written correctly. Vitinha Yusan? No. Alberto Henson? Not here. Carmelito Lake? Amaru Murray? Nathan Nervais? Janira Pantoflat? Kyla Reiner? Now we're going over to General Property Maintenance Year 1. Valedictorian, Khalid Tavernier. And he is the valedictorian of the first GPM cohort. Yes. That is graduating. Michael Alballard. Oweyan Brown, not here. Lamar Chang. Malcolm Deauville. Iyad Hassel. Not here. Kimani Edwards. Tariq Ellis. Not here. Michael Raymond. Michael Angelo Wilson. Now we continue with Automotive 2, Year 2. Valedictorian, Kevin Rodney. Abijah Adamson. Leon Anmison. Armando Aquino, Paul Emmanuel, Amit Suku, Hemproy Williams, Renate Wilson, we continue now with ICT Year 2. Valedictorian Kadim van Heinigen. Christopher David. Gueldo Fontaine. Benjamin Jack. Tiana Buku, not here. Derice Skeet. Jaden St. Jean. Carmen van Heinigen. We now would continue with SPW Year 3. Valedictorian Vanessa McLean. Raisha Blyden. Lavelle Brown. Janinta Clerger. Kianya Cole. Andine Kelligan. Maria McRae Morrison. Alexia Reed. Jakisha Wilson. We now continue with Business Administration Level 3, Year 2. Valedictorian Naomi Ruth. Million Kanegiter. Senia Cecilia. Kaisha Maynard. McNader Renard. Sherry Soriano. Destiny Clovis.
All business finished.
So what is this? Who is this?
Business program.
Educational assistant. Educational assistant. Yeah. My apologies. Educational assistant. Wow. Valedictorian for the educational assistant, Shaniel Brooks. Hariana Chambers. June Graham. Rachel McNack. Notoya Reed. Nusa Ruan. Denila Wickham. Claudette Wyatt. Rose Davis. We continue now with Electrical Year 2. Valedictorian, Jamil Mohamed. Akim Boeland. Dantes Daniel. Kishani Hyman. Marlon Joe Baptiste. Alain Lapère. Alain Louis. Omar Remigio. Now we're going to go over to the students that participated in the bridging program. Gearman Brown, Clive Hook, Myron Arundel, Christina Simmons, Ledesma Eridal, Timber Etienne, Shamaria Windefelder, Jimmy Goudet, Jahim Baptiste, Nishana Longville. We would also like to request the presence of the minister on stage, please, as we call up the valedictorians. Ashley Howard, Shanibal Leifrock, Khalid Tavernier, Kevin Rodney, Kadim Van Heinigen, Zavine Ford, Chantal Schillingford, Naomi Ruth, Shanil Brooks, Jamil Mohammed, and Vanessa McLean. Let's hear it for all our graduates of 2022. Congratulations. At this time, we will have the valedictorian address, and that will be by Ashley Howard of the hospitality sector.
Good night, friends, parents, teachers, mentors, administrators, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. Malcolm X once said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." My name is Ashley Howard, a graduate of the hospitality course. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents and friends for encouraging me to come to NIPA and simultaneously supporting me throughout this journey. Before attending NIPA, I was this timid person that would stay in her own little bubble without much engagement with others, but throughout this course, I've gathered the courage to interact with others, to think for myself, and learn how to control and deal with certain situations that may arise. Throughout this year, I have seen us all discover and devote ourselves to our passion and grow immensely as a result. Whatever our interests are, we have ardently devoted ourselves to them. In our midst, we have chefs, ICT workers, accountants, teachers, healthcare professionals, future engineers, and so much more. Each of us had a unique experience at NIPA, a combination of good times and bad times, times of laughter and of joy. But despite those shortcomings, we still made it out with many different skills and experiences. And at that, we gained a diploma and some of us certificates. And if we hold those as our passport to the future, then we can make a better tomorrow. A tomorrow where financial freedom is not surreal, but an actuality. I leave you this thought. Make your tomorrow a new beginning. Thank you.
Thank you for that speech, Ashley. Make your tomorrow a new beginning. Wow, that's inspiring. Mr. Blamont.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would at this time like to call all the instructors of the NIPA on stage who are standing in the back. Everyone, Mr. Conlon King, Mr. Paul Peterson, Mr. Adopsi, Mr. Singh, Ms. De Weaver. Yes, tell them, all of you come up. Ms. Clara Curiel, Ms. Sinara Didier, Mr. Awong, Mr. Marshall, Mr. McIntosh, is he present? Mr. McIntosh, please do not hide. Come on up. Mr. David, Mr. David. Miss Myrna Richardson. I'm getting blind, so I can't see so good. Miss Myrna Richardson, where is she? Mr. Monsanto is here. Miss Falone Adams. Please accept my apology if I forgot Miss, yes, of course, my support staff. Delana, please come up. Miss Rosa, come up. Come on, guys, come on. The whole NIPA team up here. Let's go. I'm getting hungry. Miss Bryson. Yes, Miss Paul is, where's Miss Paul? Miss Gibson Paul. Miss Anna, please come up. Miss Gibson is one of the diehards here at NIPA. Miss Anna as well. Started with NIPA on, when NIPA opened its doors. Didn't leave. Miss Zen, where is Miss Zen? Miss Zen, our social worker, Miss Nakisha, Miss Semi. Come on, guys, where are you guys? Don't hide. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the staff, instructors, management of the NIPA. These folks, oh, Miss Ramona as well, Miss Ramona Riley, she's our finance lady, you know, we always got to look for her. No pay next month. These are wonderful people. These are great people. When you call upon them, they come out, they assist. They would go together with us through thick and thin to support our students, your children, so that we can make this world become a better place. Yeah? I would like for you guys to give them a round of applause. And of course, my colleague director, Mr. David, who hails from St. Maarten, from Trinidad and Tobago. I would like to thank him as well personally, because the NIPA, as the staff could tell you, it's a wonderful place to be, but there's a lot of work to do. Yeah, NIPA is a very young institution. We only exist about 8 years, so we still have a long way to go. And like he left already, King Verse said, sometimes you gotta ask for help. And I did. I said, listen, I'm getting overwhelmed here. And all of a sudden, this fella dropped out of the sky. So I would like to thank him personally for being here, for sticking with us. Mr. Singh as well. That's another one of the instructors who came from Trinidad. We had actually in 2018, and Mr. Awang. We had in 2018, we had a reconstruction program at the NIPA, as well as a hospitality program. And we partnered with a school institution in Trinidad, which is called 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓, a very great institution. They have about 15 centers around Trinidad and Tobago. So they came over to assist us with that program. Yeah? And the GPM program is actually one of the first, is the first cohort actually that's graduating now that came from the curriculum of the CVQ. So we matched it to our, yes. So we're very grateful for that. We're still making a lot of strides. We're moving forward. And I would also like to give a big shout out and thanks to the members of the board who are here present. Miss Friday, please come off your phone, come up on stage. Miss James, I gotta go and get him. Hold on, I gotta go. These are our board members. Miss Cindy Lee Doran, please come up on stage. Thank you. Mr. Huge. I would like to thank the board members as well for sticking with us, making sure that we have all that we need, all our resources. Sometimes it's difficult, you know. with the treasurer, the finance lady. I'm not going to point her out, but at the end of the day, we work together, we solve issues, and we get through and we move on, and we make sure that NIPA, because our biggest stakeholders are the students there, that they deserve and that they get the best education that there is. Yeah, NIPA will become one of the greatest institutions in St. Martin. Mark my words, please. How much more years, Dijon? Give it 3 more years? 5? Let's say 5. We're busy with a strategic plan, and so in 2024, we will be one of the greatest institutions accredited as well, globally. Yeah, we're paving the road. Thank you, board members. Thank you, colleague Dijon. Thank you, Ms. Bryson, who's also an adjunct director. Thank you, staff members who are here, facility support, everybody. Thank you very much for sticking it out another year. And these guys are going to go on vacation just now. We got to stay on still, but thanks very much. Ms. Riley?
Thank you, Mr. Blamont. The hardworking staff of NIPA. Yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is, you know, this evening took a lot of work, preparation, and there was an events committee, and I would like to acknowledge the events committee, Mr. Sean Moore and his team. Mr. Moore, where are you? Ananda Zandam. They tried to get away just now, but they won't get away. Mr. Moore, let's come. Mr. Moore is the go-to man at NIPA. Everything is Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, come. Just take a walk up front and go back. Come, they need to see you. This is Mr. Moore, the head of the events committee for NIPA. Yes. Well, they say it's up to me to give the vote of thanks. I don't know. Thank you. Hey, the vote of thanks, thank you. So no, really on behalf of the supervisory board, management, faculty and staff, and of course the graduates, we want to say thank you to all of you for being here this evening. I'm sure that your hearts are filled to see the achievements that these wonderful graduates, young, in between, and not so young, has made tonight. And to that, we give you a salute and remember to make tomorrow, what was it? A new beginning. Yes. And we want to say thanks as well to Sweet Pan Entertainment. I want to say thanks to Ray and his guys as well for the sound and for the live feed. Yes, I am live. Hi. And you all were live on TV, on Facebook. So you're all familiar with that, right? I'm sure you told your friends, I'm going to be on live. You look at me, right? You did it, right? She said, yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. On your way out, we have some refreshments for you. So please stop by the table and get your snacks and refreshments. Now, wait, the graduates, it's your turn now to stand. And it's that time where you get to toss. You hold it. On the count of 3, you're going to toss your tassel. Okay, you got to get yours on. Help him with his. No, next side. No, this one. Next side. Yes, switch it. Not yet, not yet. On the count of three. Not yet, not yet. Everyone together on the count of three. 1. Yes. Had to be him. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Give it up for our graduates. Now we can officially call them graduates. Yes. You wanna throw it out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Woo! All right. Yes. Thank you all for attending NIPA's commencement ceremony 2022, and we look forward to even a greater group next year. Thank you.